What is up, y'all? Dadbot here. Welcome back to my Dark Souls Remastered 100% walkthrough. So in this episode, we are picking up with another major area of this game. Namely, we're going to make our way through the Great Hollow, which is one of the trickiest areas. And to be quite honest, I've been dreading this part pretty much since I started the walkthrough. But if I'm being honest, I've been dreading this part since before I even started making this walkthrough, but as soon as I knew I was going to make this walkthrough. So we're gonna get through it. It'll be all good, but it might be a little bit painful. Let's see, I'm gonna throw on the rusted iron ring because we're gonna have to traverse through Blight Town to get there. It's on the other side, sadly. So the thing that makes it so tricky is that there's a lot of platforming involved to get some pretty hard to reach items. And it's an interwoven network of a bunch of tree branches that you can fall off of. On top of that, there are basilisks that can curse you. And on top of that, there are a bunch of crystal lizards that run away very quickly. So one thing I'm going to do to kind of mitigate the annoyance of crystal lizards running around, granted they still will, but they won't see me from as far away, is I'm actually going to equip the fog ring, which we got from trading one of the two skull lanterns that we got from Tomb of the Giants. We traded it to Snuggly the Crow, and we got the fog ring, so that'll make us a little bit more stealthy. It's not foolproof, but it will help. Anything helps, honestly. Anything helps in this area. But we will get through it. We will survive, hopefully not lose our souls. And yes, Quaylon is still there. I think I misspoke earlier. I said that she would despawn after we killed Bed of Chaos. She did not despawn. I think what happens is if you don't trigger her appearance before killing Bed of Chaos, she will never show up, even if you meet the requirements. And the requirement, of course, being that you need to have at least a +10 Pyromancy Flame. But once you have that +10 Pyromancy Flame, I believe she will stay there even after you kill Bed of Chaos. But again, if you kill Bed of Chaos first and then get your +10 Pyromancy Flame, then I don't believe she'll show up. Just a little bit of a correction from something that I think I said before. I'm going to go on and kill these leeches. They might drop a green Titanite or a large shard. Both are good. There we go. See if I got lucky. Even with 10 humanity, not lucky. It's all good. I'm not offended. All right, guys. Here we go. So as I said, I'm going to take off the rusted iron ring, and we're going to put the fog ring on. I think it's down below here. Here we go. Ring of Fog. You see that it makes us semi-transparent here, but it will help. There's gonna be a lot of quitting and reloading. So when I'm doing a lot of quitting and reloading, I'm going to just cut out the load screen in the video just to make it more streamlined, because the going back to the main menu and loading back in and all that stuff, it'll eat up quite a bit of screen time. And I'm going to kindle this bonfire once, which will take away some of my 10 humanity, but that's fine. I'm not farming anything in here, so having maximum item discovery boost from the 10 humanity is not super important to me right now. Now, it would really suck if I permanently lost my souls in here, which is very easy to do because it's very easy to die in here. And if I lost those 8 held humanity, I would be a little bit sad, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, so first order of business is roll off. Kind of see where there's a little bend here. So roll off right at the bend, and you'll land on this branch below. You want to go all the way up to the top. And there's going to be 2 crystal lizards in a little tunnel up here. So you're going to go right here. There should be 2 in this tunnel. They may have already run away. There's the one in the very back. We can get this one. But I'm going to have to quit and reload to spawn the other one. Got a chunk. Not bad. So I'm going to quit and reload. And I think this other one should spawn in, like, right here where we landed, which is why he probably saw us. There he is. Him out. All right, so now we got to get back over. What's the best way? We're gonna do that. So now we're going to get the Chloranthy ring, which is something that I showed you before but didn't get. So the way to get it, we got to head back up a bit. Here's the bonfire. So the Chloranthy ring is right, see that tree stump sort of in the middle? So the way to get it is you want to line yourself up with it directly and then roll off at the very edge. So run straight towards it, roll off. Should land right here and get it. Pick up the Chloranthy ring, and then we're going to roll off right here as well. And this will take you to an area where there's 3 basilisks, so beware. Roll out here. You see there's 2 up there. We're going to get those later. The basilisks are down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around here. There should be a lizard right here. There we go. And again, he didn't see us because we had the fog ring on, so that actually did help us. And so now we're going to go all the way back up to the top. You see there's a couple right there. We're going to get there in just a minute. Because this is a... Remember that spot where we rolled off right at the very beginning? We got to go back up there to get to this other spot where there's several lizards that spawn. Here we are back by the bonfire. Remember this little bend we rolled off? Roll off here again. And it's pretty much impossible to not take fall damage unless you equip something that negates your fall damage. And this one's really hard to get to, but you see there's a little kind of alcove down there. So you gotta drop on this branch and then walk up, and then it's possible to get stuck here, which I hate. It's so annoying. So if you get stuck, you can jump and you'll get unstuck. Really what you want to do is make sure you very carefully walk off the edge so you fall right here, but don't overshoot it. So be very careful. There we go. And there's several lizards in here, including those 2 that I showed you before. And if they're all gone, we're going to have to quit and reload a few times to get them to come back. See, here's 2 of them. And I'm going to screw them both up, aren't I? Oh, I got one of them. The other one spawned over here. There's one. Let me see if the one at the top is there. There it is. All right. I'm gonna quit out again and see if the one on that basilisk ledge loads in again. There he is. All right. Cool. Got those. Now we got to drop down and beware of basilisks. Don't get cursed. Very easy to get cursed here. It has happened to me before. When they puff up their chests like that, run behind them because they blow the smoke right in front of them. So around this corner, we got a soul item. Then we're going to go back up. And if I fall on any of these attempts, and if it takes multiple attempts, sometimes it could take me 3 attempts, it could take me 5 attempts, it could take me 10 attempts. I'm just going to, if I fall during one of these, I'm just going to cut to the successful attempt because it's not going to do you any favors for me to watch me run back and forth multiple times to get these items. But the goal is to show you how to get them, even no matter how many tries it takes me. So anyways, right here at this X intersection, you want to run back. And by run, I just mean barely walk off. Drop right here. Get the red Titanite chunk. Then you want to roll onto this branch that kind of surrounds the center here. Go back up. Don't fall. I don't know why it's trying to get me to fall off. Again, that's why this place is so tough, is because even if you think you're following the path, it tries to knock you off, and it's It is a problem. So now, this is where we fought the basilisks. You want to roll back down to this basilisk area. I'm going to top off my health. Okay, so now we want to circle around here. We got another couple lizards that are going to show up. See them down there. You can only see one of them right now, but there's actually two of them. So we're going to quit and reload to get the other one to show up. See if I can get this one before he disappears. Come on. Ugh, too slow. Okay. I'm going to quit and reload. I don't know why they're so skittish, because there should be two of them that load in here. There are two of them, I know for a fact. Just gonna try loading in right on top of them. Yeah, these are not cooperating. So what I'm gonna do is go down here. This is a ladder where you can drop down to get to the next section, but we're gonna be going a different way, actually. There's gonna be some items that we're gonna drop down to. There's one of them up there. Problem is it's really tricky to get up here because there's like an invisible wall, but if you roll, you should be able to get up, and the lizard already disappeared. Dang it. This is severely annoying. Maybe if I start higher up, like further away from them. All right, they're both there now. One. I'm gonna go back to that same spot. Back up here. Be able to get the other one. Hopefully. There it is. Run, 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 run. Get it. There we go. Okay, and that is it for the lizards, I believe. Okay. So now what we want to do is go back up to this intersection here. We have a drop that we want to get to. So line yourself up with this branch right here. Then walk straight up. Drop down. Take some damage. Here we have a white titanite trunk. Or white titanite chunk. Want to go up. We're going to drop down here. And that shiny, we're going to drop down there. The blue chunk. Then we want to drop down here. Around here. This one is actually really tricky to land on. You can slip off of this branch very easily for a red chunk. Drop down here. There's two basilisks. Watch out. There's holes in the floor that you can fall through. Don't fall through them. One of them has a ladder, and that's actually the path forward. We're gonna kill the two basilisks just so they're not going to annoy me. Yeah, see these holes in the ground? Don't fall down them. I'm gonna show you how to navigate in case you missed that drop for the red chunk. How you would get back to that drop. Just in case you missed it, because I have missed it many a time. So there's a ladder here. Take this back up. And then there's going to be another ladder, and that's going to take us up to where the two lizards that weren't cooperating were. And that's going to be the spot. It's kind of like bugged. You're supposed to be able to walk straight up on it, but the game won't let you because the game is stupid. Well, no, the game's not stupid. This place is stupid. Way more trouble than it needs to be. But anyway, so you go up here, and what I mean by it being bugged is like, see how you can't walk? You can't simply walk. You can't roll. You can't even jump. And I don't know why, but yeah. So the way that you get over here is see right here where it kind of joins to the left-hand side of this branch we're walking on. You want to roll kind of angled that way, and then you should be able to get up there. If you roll it relatively precisely, you might have to roll a couple times to get there, but that's how you do it. And it is super annoying. but it is what it is. So here's where we drop down to get, I think it was a white chunk. This is the exact same spot where we dropped down, and there was a series of drop downs we had to do. So drop down here, and you go up. Drop here. Then you drop down here, and here's where we got another item on this guy. And then we dropped around the center trunk here. Wrap around. And here's where the red chunk was. And again, this is tricky to drop down onto this branch. You might slip off, and you know, it is what it is if you do. Once you go down here, kill the 2 basilisks. There's a ladder that you can slide down, and there's going to be 4 more basilisks right below us. Lucky us. So we're going to go down this ladder here. Make sure you don't fall. Just, you want to go down the ladder. And then you want to take out these basilisks very strategically so you don't get yourself cursed. All right. Pick up this soul item. This one dropped an Eye of Death, it looks like. Yeah. As I said, the basilisks do drop Eyes of Death. So we need that to level up the Gravelord Covenant. Since we've already killed Nito, I'm not 100% certain, but I think you can't level up that Covenant anymore. But in any case, whether you can or not, I'm going to level it up and New Game Plus anyways. So you need 10 of the Eyes of Death. If you didn't get one from a Basilisk, you can get a maximum of 9 guaranteed per playthrough. We got 3 in the Catacombs. We got 3 in Tomb of the Giants. We bought 3 from patches. All right, so the next drop, this is probably the trickiest drop. So this is the path downwards. If you just want to go down and be on your merry way and get yourself the heck out of here, just go down this path. If you want this last item that's tricky to get, you're gonna have to go this way. So see right there, that's the item that we're trying to get to. This is a very tricky drop, and it's very easy to slide off to your death here. So the way that you do it is pan the camera kind of behind you like this and overhead. And see that little teeny tiny branch below us? That's where we need to drop off to. But to get there, you have to slide off of this thing. And it's very easy to slide off in the wrong direction to where you're not going to land on the branch and miss the item. It's very possible to do that, but this is how you do it. So you slide off. Hopefully you land in the right spot. And then you can pick this white titanite chunk up. And this is like the last really tricky item to get. I'm going to top off my health, and we're not done yet. There's a couple of tricky drops you have to do to get back to the main path. So drop here on this branch, and then you need to go over here and drop on this branch. You don't care about the white chunk, you can skip all that. But here we're back on the main path. So if you look up this way and you follow this path all the way back up, you would get that soul item. Remember we picked up before we killed all the basilisks? And that would take you back up to that soul item that we got and where that basilisk area was. So what we want to do now is follow this around, and then there will be another item that we can pick up, but this one fortunately is much easier to get to. Where is it? Is it... There it is. So yeah, to get there, drop off here, drop down here. We got a regular titanite chunk. And here we got a bunch of mushroom people. The little ones aren't too much of a threat. The big ones can kill you in probably 2 hits. But yeah, it's, you know, not really worth it to fight these guys because they don't give you very many souls. The little ones give you 50. The big ones give you 1,000, and they are beefy and tanky, and yeah, not all that worth it. And they pack a massive punch. So anyway, just to show you, we fought them before in the Dark Root Garden. But yeah, they got a ton of HP. Our overhead attack stuns them, fortunately, but if you don't time it right and you get hit by their haymaker attack, it's going to do like half your health. But that's how you kill them if you want to kill them. Just make sure that you don't start attacking them while they're winding up, because if you do that, they're probably going to hit you before you hit them, and you're going to take a substantial amount of damage. But anyways, we've done what we came here for. We can get the heck out of here. Go through this fog wall. I'm going to throw the defense ring back on. Ring of Steel Protection, because I don't need the invisibility anymore. And we have arrived at Ash Lake, which this area, when I got here my first playthrough, it blew my mind. It's so atmospheric and just quite a spectacle to look at, if I'm being honest. I mean, I just love this place. Really was a treat to discover this place on my first playthrough. The part that did suck about it, though, was I went down here before getting the Lord Vessel, so I couldn't warp out. I actually had to climb all the way back up there to get out of here, but that was the part that sucked. So anyways, if you did all of Siegmeyer's quest, this is the end. We have arrived at the end, so...
All hollow now. He's been subdued. He will cause no more trouble. It's finally over. You assisted us most gratefully, but please accept today.
So, our reward is a Titanite slab. Very good. And, probably, you know, the happiest NPC in this game ends up getting killed. There truly is no hope in the world of Dark Souls. I mean, Siegmeyer was you know, our healthy dose of comic relief and just jovial conversation that we got to experience, and allegedly he ended up hollow. He showed, in my opinion, no signs of being hollow, but his daughter claims to be so. You can kill her if you don't believe her, or whatever you feel like. I'm gonna let her live. You don't really get much for killing her, except I think you get a few souls, but you know, I'll let her live. I'll take her word for it. I'll let you be the judge, though. Did she just murder her father for no reason or not? I don't know, but you know. So that's the end. We got the slab. You may have noticed on our way down over here is a Hydra. So this Hydra actually moves around, so it is in our best interest to get rid of it right now, because it will jump around and it will be a nuisance to us later if we don't get rid of it now. So it is kind of far away. Just get your shield up and block its water attack if it does it before it gets close enough for it to actually attack it head on. So you want to scoot up. Don't go off the edge. But let it kind of come to you, and then it'll start to attack you. So there it did its water attack. Unfortunately, I wanted to do its attack with its heads so I can chop its heads. Stop doing the water attack. If you're close enough to it, the water attack will overshoot you. Let it scoot up a little bit more, and it should be attacking me with its heads now. I'm going to block with my sword, even though it's not going to do as much. Oh my gosh. Well, that was spectacular. I thought he was close enough to do the lunge at me, but apparently not. Had another water attack left in him. Let's see, and my souls and my humanity. We'll get them back. Yeah, this thing really is a pain. And of course, as you can imagine, it's quite a bit stronger than the one that we fought in Dark Root. All right, come on. There we go. Good boy. You gonna launch at me? There we go. Thank you. All right, got one hit. No, don't do it. Maybe I should be using the shield after all. I wanted to get extra damage from two-handing. Keeps knocking me back, though. No, don't spit water. Come on. He is in no mood to cooperate with me right now. I got one of the heads. Unfortunately, this is HP based. It's not based on whether or not you cut off all the heads. So you don't have to cut off all the heads to kill him. There we go. Yeah, I was getting hit by the heads a lot. back there. Normally I don't get hit by the heads that frequently. Another head. There we go. Ah, I got it. There we go. But I whiffed on that one. All right. I think one more hit should do. So I can get there. Nope. One more. Come on. Are they all over there? Okay. I think that should be it. Nice. All right, 10,000 souls, 2 dragon scales. And over here, we got another dragon scale. And for what it is, this area is actually pretty large. I mean, it's not super dense with stuff. I mean, the Hydra being the main thing. But there is a miracle that we need to pick up here for the trophy. And a covenant that we can join. And a weapon that we need for the trophy. So there's definitely some stuff here that we need achievement wise. All right, we got some of these the man-eating clam enemies. Whoop. All right, let's try that again. Drop. And much like the ones right outside of Seath's room, these do drop Twinkling Titanite and Purging Stones. If you're lucky enough to get the drop, there's a Purging Stone. So on the left side of this big sand dune is another dragon scale. And so this covenant that we're about to join, the dragon scales are actually the item that's used to level it up. We don't need to level this one up for anything trophy related. Of course, you can also use the dragon scales to level up dragon-based weapons. What we're going to do is drop in here. There's more basilisks in here, so beware. And another giant mushroom man. Not really worth it to kill him, though. We want to go up that little route to get up here. There's going to be another basilisk out here. Him out. And then very carefully drop to this thing right below us. So very, very gently walk off this edge. There we go. This will give us the miracle. Great magic barrier. Oh, he's blocking my exit. Okay, that's wonderful. Whoop. Now we want to follow this all the way to the end instead of dropping off like we did before. Oh, camera is freaking out on me. Be a crappy way to get myself killed in here. Got another clam over here. Kill it. Just cause it's there. And no item for us. Gotta follow this windy path. So if you didn't kill the Hydra before, the Hydra is totally optional. But if you didn't kill him before, he'd be jumping around and shooting you with his water attack this whole way. So definitely worth it to get rid of him, in my opinion. And we got another bonfire. Now this dragon is not hostile in the least. But we do want to enter his covenant for a trophy. We do not need to level it up. But also, you can chop his tail. So make sure you do that. He will not aggro to you, get hostile or anything if you chop his tail. No idea why, but you need that weapon for the trophy, so go ahead and get it. And we are done here. We're going to warp out. We're actually going to warp to Anor Londo, to the Dark Moon Tomb. So if you watched the previous episode, I did some farming to get 10 souvenirs of reprisal. We're going to turn those in now to level up the Covenant, and then we're going to kill the boss. Now just know, if you walk through the boss fog first, you're not going to be able to level up the Covenant. So make sure you level up the Covenant first.
Very well, Blade of the Dark Moon. Please.
So enter. Then we're going to offer 10 souvenirs of reprisal for a miracle as a reward. Offer 10. That'll level up the Covenant to +1 and give us the reward. We got Dark Moon Blade as a result, and Dark Moon Talisman as well. So the Dark Moon Blade, we need that for the Miracles Trophy. Now that we've leveled up the Covenant, we got what we need. We can now kill the boss. Again, if you walk through this first, you're not going to be able to join the Covenant and offer the souvenirs of reprisal for the miracle that we just got. So make sure you level up first.
Foolishness.
Which you can fight this boss way earlier in the game.
Why would a blade of the Dark Moon trespasseth upon the great
But we wanted to make
Lord's
sure that
tomb?
we could level it up first to get the reward before fighting the
Mark
boss.
the words of mine self, Gwyndolin.
For trophies
Thou
and
shalt
all.
not go unpunished.
So this is pretty much an endless hallway until you kill the boss, and he's going to be firing magic at you all the way down. And so once you get to him, you can get a few hits on him, and then you just kind of do it over and over again until he's dead. So he'll fire these arrows at you. The small ones you want to hide behind a pillar. And then he also has a big magic attack that he does that you just want to strafe to the side for. But for these smaller ones, you want to be behind the pillar. He does the big attack directly after the small attack. The big attack will go through the pillar, so you cannot hide behind a pillar for the big attack. Alternatively, you can equip the Crest Shield. That is the shield we got from killing Oscar back at the Undead Asylum. The Crest Shield has very good magic defense, and that'll help with this fight. And so, again, to escape the big magic attack... I've been too slow twice in a row. To escape the big magic attack, you just got to strafe to the side. Again, the pillars will not protect you from the big attack. The pillars, however, will protect you from this attack. So if he follows up the small attack with the big attack directly, you got to roll outside of the pillar. Otherwise, you're going to take a huge amount of damage. Let's see, you should get a couple hits on him here. There we go. Did about half his health. If he follows us up with the big attack, we got to roll out of the way. And again, the crest shield is very good for blocking a large portion of this magic damage that he does, because you can see the vast majority of his attacks are magic related. Ooh, that was bad. That almost killed me. And that is the danger. If that attack hits you, it does so much damage, which is where that crest shield will come in handy. I should have equipped it myself, but I just didn't think to. Oh my gosh. See, yep. That is the danger here. So I am going to take my own advice and equip the crest shield, because this can be a bit of a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on now before I forget. And again, this is guaranteed. You can get the crest shield. You will have it if you've been following along with this walkthrough. You get it from killing Oscar back in the Undead Asylum. And I'm going to rest here just in case, heaven forbid, I die again. And so this shield, the reason why I like it for this fight, as you can see, it has 80% magic damage reduction. So very good for helping mitigate some of this damage here. And hopefully I can get at least, if I don't kill the boss, hopefully I can at least get far enough down to get my souls back and my humanity. Yeah, this fight is a bit of a pain. And you will get a soul. You will get his soul for killing him. And you need 2 of his souls for 2 different weapons for the weapons trophy. Come on. Yes, barely got him there. And fighting him in New Game Plus is even more of a pain, because he does a lot more damage because the enemies scale up in New Game Plus. And in New Game Plus, this guy can be a real pain. Got my shield up too late there. But still blocked most of the damage, fortunately. Shield up. Yeah, see, you tell I'm able to survive these hits way more effectively with this shield equipped. I should have put it on to begin with. There are my souls back there. Strafe for that attack. Strafe again. I'm behind the walls with my shield up. Up and again. I like it when he does the arrow attack when you get close to him, because that leaves him open for several hits. So I might be able to kill him here. My stamina recharges quickly enough. Ooh, not quite. That's fine. Alright, get out of the way. Get my souls and my humanity back. If I can get that last hit on him before he warps out of here. There we go.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
So this boss is actually what was making it light in Anne Orlando. The light in Anne Orlando was an illusion created by him. And so now that we've killed him, if we were to warp back to Anne Orlando, it'd actually be dark. So we got the soul, we got the trophy. As I said, we need 2 of his souls for the weapons that we need to craft for the weapons trophy. So we are gonna have to fight this boss again in New Game Plus. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Grass Crest shield back on for my stamina boost. So this treasure chest all the way on the left is empty, just because I'll open it to show you. And in here we get Sunlight Blade, which is another miracle that we need for the trophy. Here we have, I think this is the brass armor. Okay. So we're going to homeward bone out of here. Back to the bonfire. And a level up. Can we get to 25? Not quite. We need one more level to get to 25, which is... We'll get there. That's fine. All right. And so, everyone, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully, you got all the way through the Great Hollow. And kind Got past Gwyndolin without much trouble. But so yeah, what we have left is the DLC and then pretty much the last boss, and then some farming too for trophy related stuff. But if you don't care about all that, then yeah, it's not much game left to play. If you want right now, you could warp to the Lord Vessel, put your Lord Souls in, and go straight to the final boss. If you just want to beat the game, if you don't want to worry about the DLC area, which is what we're after next, you could do that as well. But if you're going to stick with this walkthrough, we're going to tackle Artorias of the Abyss, the DLC, next. And it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of good bosses in the DLC, and we'll have some fun. So anyway, take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Adios.